What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So a few days ago, September 28th, Big Fry released his demo for the game Transience. I was kind of skeptical going into it because I was struggling quite significantly with a lot of performance issues on the game itself. I made note of that in my video, and then lo and behold, Big Fry and his developer both commented on the video that I put out. Surprise, surprise, when just 2 days later, they released a couple updates. I don't know everything that was in the patch that was put out, but I can tell you this, that with that update, they did add a frame limiter into the game. And so once I set my frames to 60 FPS, that's the only one that I tested. You can try all the different ones. But once I posted my frames to 60 FPS, the performance in the game just drastically improved. Both the feel of the game itself and my ability to record it. And because I could actually record the game, my enthusiasm and excitement for the game went up even more. Crazy, right? Anyway, I don't know. You know, after seeing Big Fry and his developers interact with the community over the past couple days, seeing how quickly, they respond to these issues and turn around and push out, fixes for these issues, I think it's pretty cool, especially coming from a small little indie development team. Now, is this something we should expect from indie developers? No, absolutely not. I mean, if there's 3, 4, 5 people developing a game, can you really expect them to work on the weekends too? Maybe the weekend the game comes out, sure. Or maybe a couple weekends of overtime every now and then. I don't know. But just seeing how responsive everybody has been to, concerns and questions, that's pretty cool to me. Especially when I watch Big Fry talk about how he feels like there's a lot of comments stating that people aren't hoping that it just becomes another asset game. I think I made that same mention in my previous video where, I was hoping that it wasn't just something where they picked up a bunch of assets from Unreal Engine, placed it down, and called it a game. I didn't use quite that terminology, but that's essentially what I was, implying. And, he's come back and said to people on, I think it was either, I want to say it was a video that he put out, not on one of his live streams. And he was talking about how, they've done a lot of this from scratch. They're not just purchasing assets and putting them into games. So that to me is pretty cool. And you see indie developers and come on, think about how many games have we purchased where the game is nothing but just like mixed matched assets that don't make any sense at all. The AI is just not even there. Dead matter, anyone? That's a story for another day. I'm so mad I backed that game. Anyway, but what I mean? Like, it's really cool to see a development community interact with its potential purchasers. I mean, hey, you're looking to get money from folks. What's the harm in interacting with them and answering questions? And everywhere I've turned, I've yet to see any developer or Big Fry himself get upset and say, F you, GTFO. No, I mean, any criticism that I've seen towards any of the developers, anyone on the team, right, has been taken well, has been taken openly. I hope it stays that way. I haven't seen any truly negative criticism towards the game. I've kind of scrolled through the Steam community pages, the forums, I guess. I've scrolled through the Discord. Usually the complaints are just like, hey, the walking feels a little awkward, which to me it does as well. When you're walking around, it feels a little odd. You've got the super slow walk, and then you've got essentially your sprint. There's, should be something kind of in between. Alt. There we go. So there could be your super slow walk, right this, blah, 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 like this right here, right? And then if you press Alt, you walk a little bit faster, like a normal kind of like a fast pace. Press Alt again, you go back to your slow walk. I don't know. I mean, you know, we're looking at things here for the Kill House. How do we know how the regular game's going to play out? Then again, if that's the walk speed for the regular game, that might actually be a little frustrating. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's my suggestion. Use Alt as a toggle for a slow and a fast walk. And then you have your sprint. I don't know. I'm not a developer, but I think looking at all this, how everybody's reacted the past couple days, kind of has eased any concern that I may have had originally. About not wanting to purchase it. Now we are going to have to wait and see. A lot of us have been burned on a lot of games recently, everything from indie games to AAA games. And so we're going to kind of have to wait and see, more information about the game as it comes out. At this point, I'm not quite as hesitant as I was the other day. I'm actually feeling a little bit better about the game now, especially seeing how quickly everybody reacted and worked with all the things. So since I'm able to play this game now without so many GPU issues, there's a couple things that I want to go in depth with a little bit more than I did last time. Some cool little things. Yeah, so let's go ahead and cut over to that. Like I said, there's a couple things that I wanted to show off about this game that I think is pretty cool. And one of them being the lighting. I think that's pretty cool that you can actually shoot out the lights. It does seem to be, a more common thing that you can do in games. Not all of them, but either way, I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. There are some fixes to be had still, such as, little things like that, but whatever. So you've got your slow walk, which we've seen over and over. You've got your sprint, which we've seen over and over. You've also got your, that's prone. I do it every time. You've got your crouch, right? And then you've got your speed crouch. We've seen that, a few times in my video. I'm sure you've seen it elsewhere. But I don't know how many people have known about this, right? So you've got your prone, and then you have this speed prone. Now, I only found this out because, as you saw earlier in the videos, sometimes, I hit the wrong button, then I start hitting all the wrong buttons, and then I just do all kinds of weird stuff trying to get it. Tell me you haven't done that before, right? So I only found that out that way. I don't know how. Anyway, I wish there was something that showed that, because that's pretty cool. The usage of that here in like the Kill House setting, I don't know, maybe not that great, but it's just something neat they've put into the game, right? So you've got to give props where props is due. I don't think I've ever seen a fast prone in a game before. I could be completely incorrect. I just don't think I've seen it. Quick side note. I wonder if we could press them into letting us send like deployment pictures in ourselves and have those pictures put up on a wall somewhere. That would be pretty cool. I want my picture on a wall. Hey, Big Fry. Let all of us send our pictures in. Let us put them on a wall somewhere. I'm just kidding, man. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. That's going to sum it all up. But if you're interested in whatever frosticles are, I guess it's a fuzzy fizzy drink. But yeah, I would like to know what frosticles are. Anyway, that's pretty much going to sum up this video. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it may be. Take care, and we will see you on the next one.